Hi everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicole Concilio and welcome to the video. Your girl is back. I ain't gonna be traveling for a minute. I'm so excited to just be home and film for you guys. Holy crap! I'm very grateful for every opportunity I get, but like shit, man, I really need to be home and film for you guys, and I want to film for you guys, so hell yeah. Today we're gonna be doing another first impressions makeup tutorial. These are honestly one of my favorite videos to film just because it kind of like forces me to try and test out new things, because sometimes I feel like in makeup we get so comfortable with the stuff that we already know and the stuff that we love. So today I'm gonna be testing out a bunch of new stuff. This is primarily stuff that was and is sent to me, so I don't know if that matters to you guys. I know some of you guys it matters to, so I just wanted to get that out into the open. Yeah, so without any further ado, let's just get right into this toot. So I literally just got sent this yesterday. This is the new Quench Hydrating Primer Base, and it's from Tarte. It's part of the Rainforest of the Sea collection. It's 1.0 fluid ounces, bop, 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 and this is basically a super hydrating primer, which your girl is all about, especially in the summer months. Now that I have my house and I'm in a different part of Los Angeles, dude, it is hot. It is freaking hot, okay? Your girl is not used to the heat, but I freaking love it. I thrive in the heat, okay? So I'm just going to apply this how and it's like a jelly consistency. I'm just gonna apply this how I normally would apply my primer. Kind of slap it all on and then rub her in. See, the only thing I get nervous about, because you guys know I use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer religiously. So I love that primer a lot. That's like my go-to favorite primer every single day of my life. So when I use more of these jelly primers, I have to say I do get a little bit nervous because I do like the pore fillage I get on my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I like that here. So we'll see like how much of a difference this makes. I'm gonna put some extra primer around here, hunty. Yes. Also, I have my new white nails, and they're probably gonna be tan from foundation by the end of this video. I don't know what I was thinking. I just really like white nails. All right, let's move on to the brows. So for brows, I'm going to be using this new brand, Joa, which is in CVS, and it's K-Beauty inspired. This is a brow pencil, and let's test her out. I haven't like tried a new brow product in forever, so I'm excited to step outside of my comfort zone here. And you guys know the way I like to do my brows is I underline them first. This is like a perfect match, the color here. So the color is not on the pencil. I bet it's on the cap, but where did I just put the cap now? If you guys could see my dang beauty desk, you would have a heart attack. It's a disaster. This is Cool Blonde that we're going in with. I really hope you guys can't hear the dang lawnmower outside right now, or leaf blower, whatever the hell it is. I mean, we live in California. There's no freaking leaves. Like, come on, it doesn't fall here. Maybe in other parts of California, but not Southern California. So right off the bat, I'm feeling like this is kind of like a pomade pencil hybrid, because it does feel like it has that pomade consistency, but it's pencil form. So I'm liking it though. It's pretty easy to use too. Not too bad. Hey brow, how you doing? It's been a minute, girl. I just did like a brow cleanup, and honestly, I think that that's one of my favorite things to do is when I have my eyebrows and I just like clean them up, tweeze, a little tweezy, a little trimmy. I'm just like, yes, I'm a new bitch up in here. Also, I am kind of losing my voice. I know that it sounds like very annoying. I can barely even stand to listen to myself talk, so I'm really sorry in advance. I have been just like screaming on the phone to like different companies, like, you need to come out here and fix this, like for my house. And I've just been like screaming in general. I feel like, I don't know why. I'm just like, ah! Like, enough job. All right, you guys. So I have my one brow on compared to the other one, and I feel like it came out pretty nice. Like, it looks good. The product was pretty easy to use, and it's a drugstore brand, so it's like a win-win. Yeah, no really problems or concerns or anything here. Like, I really like this. I thought it was really good. So I'm gonna do the other brow off camera, and I'll be right back with the rest of the face here, y'all. All right, you guys, for the eyes, there's kind of like 3 palettes I want to test, but I know that that's like a lot. So the first one I really want to try is the Cover Shots Bold Glitter Eye Palette from Smashbox. This is a palette with literal glitter like shades, and it has a matte base, so it's actually really, really cool. So I really want to test that out. I also really want to try out the Flamingo eyeshadow palette from Violet Voss, because this is like really cute, really summery. There's just something about like the teal shade and the lemonade shade that like really, like, it's got me going here. It's like so pretty. And then another palette that I was potentially going to use, but I think I'm going to just put to the side, is this other Cover Shots one from Smashbox. I think this is really pretty, and this is something we don't typically see from Smashbox, so that's why I was really excited about it. It's called Pinks and Palms Eye Palette. So I think I'm just going to use the Flamingo and maybe top it off with some glitters at the end. I already have my eyeshadow base on, which is just a concealer. So let's go ahead and let's just get into it. First of all, I like how it opens up like a book. I feel like we rarely see palettes like this anymore. It's usually just like, oh, I guess you can open it like this too. It would just be like turning it. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna shut up. I really, really, really want to do something with this lemonade shade right here. Maybe the oceanfront shade. Maybe we'll do like a whole blue look going on. I don't know. I haven't done a halo eye look in a minute, so maybe I'll do a halo eye look. I'm not really that good at them, so every time I do them, I get really self-conscious, but practice makes perfect. Boo. I zoomed you guys on in, up close and personal. Get into this mug, y'all. So let's see what we're gonna do here. This is my life story. I literally sit here and I'm like, all right, we're doing blue. Wish me luck. All right, y'all. First, I'm going to be taking the shade Oceanfront right here on my Iconic London brush. And I'm going to be popping that in the crease of the eye. And it's going to look something like this, because it is such a very light shade of blue, like a teal almost. This is just going to act as the transition shade. So far, honestly, I mean, I don't think that that's too bad of like pigment for such a bright color like this one. Especially since I'm blending it out too. You know what I mean? Like if I was just packing it on, it probably would be pretty intense. But like for a matte shade like this, I don't think that that's bad. I did have to go over it a couple times, you know. This is my second time going over it, but I don't think that's bad, really, honestly. Especially for like a transition shade. I'm not really looking for this to be the most pigmented thing. If I was packing it on as like actual eyeshadow on the lid, that'd be a different scenario. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna be taking the shade Beach Ball right here on my Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna start to work that in the crease as well, and I'm gonna build her up for this halo eye of ours. And then I'm also gonna be like packing this shade on the eye as well. Blending, blending, blending. That is the key to a halo eye, y'all. And then some of the best advice I can give you is just to have a brush that doesn't have any additional product on it and kind of blend out the edges very seamlessly. That way, you know, it just blends and looks better on the face. This is kind of like my go-to trick, especially when using color like this, because you can really see any mistakes when you use bright colors or even dark colors. So this is kind of my little secret weapon here. All right, you guys, so I'm going in with a smaller Morphe brush. This is the M514, and I'm just kind of packing it in and like shoving it on the inner and outer corners of the lid. I'm gonna darken up this side as well too. For the most part, this eyeshadow palette is pretty easy to work with. I mean, the two colors I used were pretty easy to work with. I'm digging, just in general, I'm digging the color scheme. Like if you look at it, it's a pretty color scheme. So I'm digging that. It's very summery, very fun. Taking again that additional brush with no product on it and feathering out the edges. Also, don't be afraid to use your fingers. They're really good tools as well. So I like to just gently swipe underneath the brow, because sometimes your girl gets a little slap happy and blends too high up. So that's always a good way of kind of like erasing the problem and feathering out the edges here and doing the same thing over here. For the most part, this shadow, for it being a matte, bright, pigmented eyeshadow, it's blending very, very nicely. And just so you guys know, I'm looking at the clock, or the timer rather, on my monitor, and it's only taken me about like 6 minutes to blend out this entire thing. So that's not bad at all. And what I'm gonna do now is just take a thicker brush. This is a E14. It's a dense packing brush, my favorite for matte shadows. I'm gonna take that same shade Beach Ball that we've been working with and just kind of continue to pack it on the lid, leaving that kind of space in the center there for the pop of color, the pop of whatever you want to call it. Pop of something's gonna happen. And this is also why I do my eyeshadow first, y'all, because like, look, it's getting all over the place. I know some people are like, what? Your girl likes doing her eyes first. I feel like this eye is giving me problems. This is the problem child today. Like, stop. Stop it. So now I'm going to take the shade Tidal Wave. I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to pack it on. Oh, wait, that might be too similar. Hold on. I'm not going to use my finger. I'm going to use a brush and I'm going to wet it. And then I'm going to top it off with some glitter. When Riley used my brushes, I was like telling him what brushes to use because I was like, oh my God, these are my good brushes. I don't want you messing them up. So I'm going to take some of my primer water and spray the brush, saturate the shit out of it because that's what I do. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, and now I'm going to pack this on the center of the lid here, like so. And then, of course, we're obviously going to blend this all out in a minute. All right, you guys, I'm really sorry about this damn lawnmower. I literally just took a break for like 20 minutes praying to God that he would stop, and he's still going. So if you hear the lawnmower, the leaf blower, whatever the hell that thing is, I'm sorry. So now, because I do feel like this is blending in with the shadow too much, I'm going to just use my finger and use this like very light blue shade. I think it'll add like a really nice contrast to it. And I'm going to use my finger to apply. That way it kind of just gives a little bit more of a contrasty vibe going on. Yeah, I'm digging that vibe. Ooh, pretty. Loving this. I'm glad I decided to do this. And I'm using my finger because that's like the recommended way. Like, you're not supposed to wet your brush, which you guys know. That's really hard for me because I love wetting my brushes. Yeah, this is looking pretty good, pretty nice. Perfecto. So now I'm just gonna blend out the rest of my eyeballs and wipe away some of that glitter that fell because we don't want no glitter. I'm really digging this. And you know, I'm not a huge halo eye girl. Like, I don't think that they're my strong suit. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit here with the brush. But I feel like also the thing with the halo eye is to kind of have a little bit of harshness going on to it. So I'm going to tight line my liner. This is the Perversion Waterproof Fine Liner from Urban Decay. I've never used this before, so I'm just gonna use it to literally just like line my lash line. Because I personally feel like if I don't have any type of liner on and then I put lashes, it just looks weird. So I always have to do a eensy beensy bit of liner. Wow, this liner went over glitter really well. I wasn't expecting that because, you know, sometimes when you go over glitter with liner, it's a disaster. Not too bad. All right, you guys, I zoomed y'all on out, popped on some lashes. Didn't really get any new lashes, and honestly, I'm the biggest fan of Lily Lashes. I don't think any lash brand could compete, in my opinion. I don't know. Listen, I love Lily Lashes. Okay, I'm a diehard Lily Lash girl. I put on the style NYC. So, for foundation, the reason I'm trying this is because Alex Faction, if you don't know who Alex is, you really should check him out. He has an amazing YouTube channel, which I'm trying to get him to upload more on, but he told me about these foundations that he got sent, and I got sent them as well. They're called Dermablend, and it's a multi-use liquid pigment, so you can use it as foundation. You could probably use it on your body. You could use it as contour, whatever. I have two shades here, 37W and 35W. I'm not sure. I might go with the 35W, and he said that this was like one of the best foundations he's used in a minute, and it's like very full coverage. Wow, it is. I could tell just from pulling it out. So I'm just gonna take this stick and rub it on my face, and I'm also gonna use a beauty blender because this, I can already tell this is so thick. It's like thick but like lightweight. Wow, that's kind of tripping me out a bit. Knowing my ass, I'm gonna need more because I'm gonna spray my beauty blender because I don't have a sink where I am right now. Need to get a sink installed in my house. Well, in the room I'm filming in. So I'm just going to blend this out. Oh yeah, this is actually really pretty. He wasn't lying. Wow. This shit is full coverage for sure. Full coverage, but like very lightweight. It's kind of tripping me out because normally when I put on very full coveragey foundations, they're like, hello, how are you? Heavy as shit. Yes, give it to me, hunty. Wow, this is really underrated. I can't believe more people aren't talking about it. Shit, that looks so pretty. My forehead is always so much darker than the rest of my body. It's so annoying. I think it's the way the sun hits it. Okay, you guys, so the foundation feels very lightweight. I can see how it could potentially be a little drying. So we're gonna use like very hydrating stuff today. So what I actually wanted to test out for concealer is the creaseless concealer from Tarte. I've actually never used this. Like I tried it for a second, like when I was in Costa Rica with them, but I never really sat down and used it in a full makeup routine. So this is the shade Medium Neutral, and I'm just gonna, this is a very, very thick as all hell concealer. So, you know, you wanna be careful with it. If you're someone that doesn't like a lot of like thickness or like whatever, this probably wouldn't be a good concealer for you. Like that is thick, girl. And then I am gonna use a little bit of a cream contour going on. I don't have any like new contours that were sent to me, so I'm just gonna use my trusty Kylie Cosmetics and cue the hate. I'm just gonna draw some little contour lines, get my nose as well. And then what I'm gonna do is use my setting spray that I'm almost out of, and I'm just gonna spray my face. Oh my God. We're hitting the end of the barrel here, y'all. And let's go in and start to blend. This concealer is very thick. I probably should have not put nearly as much. Oof, girl. She is thick. Hello. It's okay, you live and you learn. It's like sticking to the beauty blender. So yeah, definitely not nowhere near as much as I used. Learned from my mistakes, please. But it is like really good coverage. It's just thick. Like I shouldn't have put this much. And I think the whole thing with this concealer is that like you don't have to set it, but honestly, like, girl, I have to set it. It's like my whole face is shiny. I don't know if it's because I put so much on. I know that this is a very hydrating primer, which I'm liking that it's very hydrating. I just wish I didn't put so much on. Like, shit, she is thick as all hell. This foundation I'm actually kind of shook by because it is so pretty, and I'm just shocked that more people aren't using it. Wow. Everything is just like blending so beautifully. This may be my new go-to foundation. I know that's a very bold statement. I may be using this a lot. Okay, you guys, you see how I look like very, very greasy and very dewy right now, especially under my eyes? I think that, I honestly think that that's my error. I don't think I should have put on nearly that much. I'm not going to write off the concealer completely just because I put on a shit ton like you guys saw. So yeah, let's set it. Let's see how it lasts and let's see what happens. So I'm going to go in with the Shape Tape setting powder. I'm really, really excited about this. I'm hoping that it's just as good as Shape Tape and maybe possibly could replace a Laura Mercier situation, because that would be great too. Like not replace it, but just like have something different in my routine, you know what I mean? Using Christine Simply Nailogical's little trick here so I don't break my nails. Okay, so the top of this is like net. It's kind of like a net material, and that's what the powder, I guess you just like dig in here. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous about that. Oh, and it comes with a mirror, so I guess you could be like, holy shit, your girl is greasy. I think that this is the greasiest I've ever looked. So I'm gonna dump some of the powder in the back mirror here. I kind of wish there wasn't a mirror here because I feel like I'm just gonna ruin it because I'm putting the setting powder in it. So I'm going in with my Morphe E48 brush. You would think I would remember all these brushes by now. And let's go in and blend out any creasing that may have formed. I'm just gonna go in and tap, tap, tap. I'm very hopeful that that kind of like fixed the situation here. I'm actually gonna leave a little bit more than I normally would under my eyes. So far, this Shape Tape powder is feeling very nice. I am going to take a picture with flash to see if there's any flashback for you guys, because I know that that's like a huge, huge situation. Blend out any creasing that may have formed and go in and set. So far, this powder is feeling like super, super nice. Not too heavy. I do feel like setting the makeup has made the under eye area a little bit heavier than I normally would have, but you know, I don't know, like, is that my fault? Like, is it my fault? Do you just not apply that much? I don't know. So many questions. Okay, so I'm now gonna wipe the powder away, kind of blending it into the skin, any excess I have. Dang, this foundation is freaking beautiful. Wow, I can't get over this. All right, let's finish up the under eye. I'm just gonna add some of that turquoisey color underneath. I'm just gonna go ham and go in with Beach Ball, and let's go in and finish her out. And then add that shimmer shade, Tidal Wave, right here. And of course, we gotta go over it with that other Smashbox color, the blue one from the Sparkly palette. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I love this eye look. Very summery, if you will. So I'm gonna go in with the Perversion Urban Decay mascara. I've never used this mascara before, but I'm not like 100% sure if I like it, just because it feels very, very like liquidy, for example. Like liquidy, maybe moussey, I don't know. I'm like scared that one wrong blink and there could be a bunch of black under my eyes. So I probably won't be using this puppy again, just because like first impressions, it feels very, very like moussey and liquidy, and I'm just scared it's gonna create a black underline if I move or blink the wrong way. So it's kind of freaking me out. So for bronzer and contour, I actually haven't received any new products. There hasn't been any products that I wanted to go buy and go out and do. So I'm just gonna use what my newest thing that was sent to me, and that is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic. And I actually just included this in my monthly favorites because I thought it was so good. I'm glad that you guys are liking the monthly favorites again, because I'm really excited to pick those. Oh shit, yep. You guys, this mascara is a no-go, especially for the lower lashes. But yeah, I'm excited to pick back up the monthly favorites because, like I said, again, it kind of like forces me to get out of my comfort zone and try new products. So, and let's blend on this side. You guys, I'm so damn impressed with this foundation. Like, I'm so happy with it. It looks so beautiful. Like, full coverage. I feel like I have almost like a filter on. Like, I just feel like very beautiful and pretty with it. Derma blend, okay. Shit. And so far, the setting powder, the Shape Tape, is doing pretty good. I'm going to actually, after I'm done with this video, I'm going to wear it and like talk and like kiss my dog for like a couple minutes or so and see what the tea is on it, because first impressions, it is working out like very nicely. I can see it maybe getting dry, but so far, it's like beautiful. Let me contour the Schnozola, my JD Wadey 180 brush with Luxie. And for me, I'm very happy with the top part of my nose. It's more or less just the bottom part that I focus on. So I usually just slim out, like slim it so that it's kind of like that, if that makes sense. And then obviously you see the very harsh lines. So I go in with a fluffy brush and kind of dust her all around. I don't really like to sit there and blend with a small brush like this because I feel like since my nose is very dry, the problem is that like I can remove some of the makeup. It can get cakey looking. So that's why I kind of just go over it with a big fluffy brush and tap, tap, tap. And I feel like that makes the biggest difference in the world for me, honestly. I'm really pissed off because I can't find my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. So I'm going to have to order another one. It must have gotten lost somewhere in the move. For highlighters, I know this is going to sound like super, super crazy, but I really don't use Ofra highlighters. And since they have their new packaging, the new branding, I really wanted to give it a try. This is Rodeo Drive. Only thing I have to say about it is that I wish it didn't like dip down. I don't know if you can see. I kind of wish it was just flat, but otherwise, I mean, it swatches like beautifully. So I'm a little bit nervous because this is such an intense highlight. So I'm gonna just like dust her. Just a little dusting. And let's, ooh, shit. Okay, honey. Okay, that's really pretty. I'm impressed. And then last but certainly not least, this is what I'm nervous about. This is the Lo-Fi from Urban Decay. This is a new like cushiony like blush situation. Like if you push your finger into it, it's like a putty situation. Like it comes with this little brush and I'm thinking it's probably just for like eyeshadow. Maybe to like use it as eyeshadow. I can't see using this as like a blush. Like that's ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like try my best to maneuver this and figure this out. This one's cute. Pinky one. It's called Halo. I don't even know how to apply it. I don't know anything about it. Let's maybe use my finger at first. Let me wipe it down. It's got a bunch of glitter on it. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Not bad. I was like expecting the worst, not even gonna lie. That's really pretty, actually. I'm shook because I didn't think that that was gonna look good like whatsoever. So I'm pretty shook at this. I don't know if I'm applying it the right way, but I feel like this is kind of working out nicely. I always like to add a little bit under my nose. Cute, cute, cute. Wow, I'm kind of shook. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the shade Nova from Ofra Cosmetics. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look right here. I'm honestly very happy with everything I used. The only thing I feel like is questionable was the Urban Decay mascara, just because I feel like it was moussey and very heavy for the lower lashes. And yeah, we'll have to see about the Tarte concealer as well. I do feel like it was heavy, but when you set it, it looks beautiful in my opinion. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a run and see how the day goes with this makeup, and I'll leave like my final thoughts in a pinned comment down below for you guys concerning the concealer and the powder. But so far, I'm digging the powder. Let's do a little photo and see if we get flashback. So it doesn't look like there's any flash. Here's the photo. I don't see any like flashback on my under eyes, so it does look pretty good. Yeah, I'm digging this look. I'm truly digging it. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions makeup tutorial. Make sure you give me a big old thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.